इस तरह आप यहाँ पे ज़्यादा आसानी से मतलब whatever the technical experience with the own इससे अच्छा तो आप
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome to Order Toastmaster 285th meeting today. I am your Sajid Khan, and first of all, I'm requesting all the backside members to come a little forward. So every new member came, take a seat, and won't disturb the camera view. Thank you very much. Moving forward, there are some ground rules. First of all, take out your phone and put it on the silent. And if you are planning to put it on vibrate, please put on its desk or anything. So vibration noise won't get through. And another, uh, as a Toastmaster speakers, we don't talk about the sex, religions, or the politics to make sure you don't involve in that topic. And if you are want to go to the washroom, you can go there. There is a backside of the facility there, but make sure you are not going when someone is speaking on stage. Okay. And one more thing, who are the soft speaker, please try to mix a louder speak because there are some distance between the last person, so your voice might not be able to reach to that person. So we'll make sure that we speak loudly and clear. Okay. And I will request all of you to raise your right hand and repeat the club mission after me. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communications and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. So I will request our presiding officer to come on stage.
Good morning and namaste first. Before I open today's meeting, yesterday we heard a very sad news about PM Yogesh mother. She is no more with us. So I request all of you to have 2 minutes silence for her soul. Yes. We call this place as family, VTM family. Let's be there for each other, not only in personal growth, but personal loss as well. When somebody is struggling in their personal life, let's create an atmosphere and comfort level that anybody can reach to each other for their problems. So with this note, I declare meeting 285 is open, and let's welcome our guest. Anyone attending this meeting first time? And so we request you to come and introduce yourself.
It was a great pleasure to be here last time. A week has passed and my name is still Ashish Patel. I don't know what to say, but I love being part of the Toastmaster family. It's a great forum where you can present your thoughts and you can hear others' thoughts as well. It is your job to make a conscious effort to take all opportunities to come and speak. Only you will get benefit. And even if you fail, everybody is so supportive. Eventually you will fail, and eventually you are bound. So I took a lot of time, as I mentioned last time, that I took a lot of time to come on stage for the first time many years back, and I regret that. Take as many opportunities as you can.
Whatever he said, we have to take the courage and the first step. Anyone else out of this wants to come here and say something? Or as we can move forward to our meeting. I have a book of a week today. And this book is very, very special for all of us because this is written by none other than our favorite master, Yogesh Kantar. Speak with confidence. And I will share a reason why we should read this book. Reason number one, this is all about public speaking and communication. All of us are interested in that. Reason number two, it is written in a very simple English. Anyone can understand. Reason number three, all of us can relate to this book because it is talking about Toastmasters, impromptu speaking, whatever we have practiced here. So I think I was having fun and the recall of all the events I shared here when I was reading the book. And reason number four, and my personal favorite reason to read this book, we always go and buy a book of a famous author. We don't know him personally, but we blindly trust whatever he said, blindly start following whatever he said, and we purchase the book. But this is, I think, first time someone out of us have achieved something, and he has published his book, and we know him personally, we know the author personally. So I think there is a very reason to believe on him, and I think it's a beautiful gesture to express our support toward him. And support is not because author need a support. Support is only because we call it as a family. So we have to show him that we are a part of his journey. And this book is worth reading. So I recommend all of you to go and purchase this book. And don't forget to buy the discount coupon if you are planning to buy this book. You will get it from Yogesh or you can approach me. I try to collect it with him. So this was the message behind this book. Let's move forward to a meeting, and we have a very exciting thing today, and someone who is specialized or expert in TMOD role. I request you to come over stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jyoti. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. It's my pleasure to be here as the Toastmaster of the day today. And being the Toastmaster, it's my responsibility to explain the structure of the Toastmaster meeting for the benefit of others. Toastmaster meeting is basically divided into three sessions. The first one is prepared speech session.
where all the speakers represent their speech as per their pathway and their level. The second session is table topic session, where most of the members of the meeting, they get an opportunity to speak on in-topic subject, where they can organize, structure, and deliver their speech. And the third session, that is evaluation session, where all the speakers get evaluated by the evaluators, where they can get learning, they can implement that learning, and they can improve further. Coming to the theme for today's meeting, Toastmaster alignment. I want to start this theme with a quote. There was one very powerful quote by Einstein. No problem can be solved with the same level of thinking with which that problem is created. That means if you want to solve any problem, you have to think from some above level thinking. Your thinking should be above of that problem level thinking. And when I search what are the different level of thinking, I came across one concept, and that concept was shared by Gregory Batson. I would like to request our Toastmaster Ravi, please share that image. So we all people don't know what is actually different thinking levels. What are different thinking levels? We don't know about our different thinking levels. And that is why we are not thinking about any problem from that level, right? Suppose you want to move any vehicle from one place to another place. If we want to move vehicle from one place, the propeller shaft of the vehicle, the universal coupling which is in between that vehicle, the crankshaft, that steering, that gearbox alignment, that clutch alignment, these all things should be in alignment. Without alignment, we cannot move that vehicle forward, right? In the same way, if our thinking, whatever things you are doing, if your thinking is not in alignment, you cannot grow in your life. You cannot achieve the result in your life. So what are the thinking levels? It is very well explained, and I am implementing this concept in my professional life right now. And I think this concept is very important from some point of view. That is why I bring this concept here for you. So what we are here for? We are here for, as it is said in Toastmaster mission, we are here for personal growth. We are here for self-confidence, increasing also self-confidence. So if you want to grow personally, the first thing we have to plan inside our mind about the environment. What is your perception about this environment? We are here in order to grow personally, right? And that is why we are coming in the Toastmaster meeting. So what is your perception about this environment? What you see in this environment? When you ask this question, the answer will come within you that this environment is very supportive environment. And what I see in this environment, there are a lot of Toastmasters, they coming in this environment, they are sitting here, they are coming and presenting their speeches. This is the environment. And what is your perception about your environment? This environment is supportive. So this is the first question. Whenever you are setting any goal for yourself, the first question that you have to ask yourself, I want to grow personally. When I will go into a Toastmaster meeting and I want to grow personally, the first question in my mind, that is what is the environment? And that environment is very supportive. In this environment, a lot of people, they came here, they are very supportive, they are coming on the stage, they are presenting their speech, and they are I see a lot of people doing like this. This is the first level. The second level, behavior. What kind of behavior that I am making to grow myself in this Toastmaster meeting? If there is video camera and if I see my camera, if I see my video, what I am doing in this Toastmaster meeting, that is the behavior. That behavior. This question we have to ask for ourselves. What is the behavior? The behavior should be sensory-based behavior. What I am seeing with my senses. Whether I am moving on the stage or not, whether I am changing my position, whether I am making eye contact, whether my hand gestures are proper or not, what kind of facial expressions that I am making, whether the audience they are getting connected with me or not. This is all the behavior points. This is all the behavior. So we have to make the analysis of what is the behavior that I have to do in the Toastmaster meeting so that I can grow personally. This is the behavior. We have to take maximum point. What are maximum points about our behavior? And my hand movement, my gestures, my postures, my tonality. One of the most powerful quality of Toastmaster, we can tonality. What kind of tone I am using. I remember one statement of Toastmaster given when they had one clip was made and put on that Instagram by Toastmaster Neha. I love Toastmaster because it makes me a fighter. You know, you might understand it. You might know that tonality. So what kind of behavior I am making in this Toastmaster meeting? And now the third point, that skill. So we are moving on the stage. We are using different kind of tonality. We are making eye contact. So this is the behavior. But what are the things that are required for this behavior? Because if you know what to do and if you don't know how to do, then things will not. The things will make you frustrated. So what are the skills that are required to do that behavior? So before explaining the further part of this alignment, now I would like to introduce the tag team for today's meeting, and I would like to call Toastmaster Kabir, timer for today's meeting. Please. So Toastmaster Kabir, I would like to ask you one question. What is your perception about this environment?
My perception about this environment. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster. So my perception about this environment is that first of all, the moment we enter into this room, we suddenly feel a very positive aura and that aura is because of the positive people who are arriving here to share their knowledge with each other. And such exchanges of knowledge is what we call a good learning experience. Thank you, Toastmaster Pradeep. I think because I told the red card, Toastmaster Pradeep thought that let him invite on the stage. But anyways, so first of all, before I introduce my role, just for the benefit of the guests, I'll show you these flashcards and then I'll explain what they mean in my speech. So this is the green card. This is the yellow card. And this is the red card. So good morning, fellow Toastmasters and all guests. My name is Kabir and I'm playing the role for timer for today's meeting. So I'd like to start with a very good quote. Time is what we want the most, but what we use the worst. And very ironically, the person who was watching series last night till 4 a.m. in the morning is standing here today after 4 hours of sleep playing the role of timer. So yes, as the timer, I'll inform about the time limits of each role, and as informed by Toastmaster Jyoti to me that from now on we'll also be having timers for the president address and Toastmaster of the day too. So that is why you could see me flashing the cards right now. So for the president address, we'll be having 8 minutes. For the Toastmaster of the day to introduce the theme, we will have 15 minutes, which is then divided into 8 minutes, 2 minutes, and 2 minutes, respectively, for the role play introductions and so on. For the prepared speeches, we have 2 icebreakers today. They will have 4 to 6 minutes each. At 4 minutes, I'll show the green card. At 5 minutes, I'll show the yellow card. And at 6 minutes, I'll show the red card. Speaker 3 today will be having 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I'll show the green card. At 6 minutes, I'll show the yellow card. And at 7 minutes, I'll show the red card. For the table topics, each speaker will be allowed 1-2 minutes to speak. And I'll be showing the green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 1.5 minutes, and the red card at 2 minutes. For the evaluations, all the evaluators will be allowed 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I'll show the green card, 2.5 minutes, yellow card, and 3 minutes, I'll show a red card. For the table topic evaluator, he'll be allowed 4 minutes to give his or her evaluation. At 3 minutes, I'll show the green card. At 3.5 minutes, I'll show the yellow card. And at 4 minutes, the red card. For the R counter and grammarian report at the end, both of them will be allowed a time of R counter will be allowed a time of 2 minutes, and grammarian will be allowed the time for 3 minutes. And I'll show the cards accordingly. Each speaker coming on the stage will be allowed a 30-second grace time after the required limit so that he or she can smoothly conclude his or her speech. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kabir, for explaining the role. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Shikha, her counter for presentation. Please, young lady.
Good morning, Toastmaster. Fellow Toastmasters. I'm PM Shikha. Today I'm playing the role of counter. The purpose of the R counter is to note words and sounds that we use as a crutch by speakers during the meeting. I will listen for words. I will listen for words and sounds. What may be inappropriate expression such as well, as, and sounds like and I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase. These are known as double pressure. Although and help the sound has more natural. But the idea is to reduce their usage so that it does not increase clarity. At the end of the meeting, I will provide a comprehensive report on the number of times each speaker used a filler word or phrase as is.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shikha, for explaining the role. Now I would like to request Toastmaster Ananda, grammarian for presentation. Please explain one.
Thank you, everyone. So, good morning, all, my dear fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. Today, I am pleased to take the role of as a grammarian. Okay. As a grammarian, I am responsible to note the good uses of English and not so good uses of English. And I introduce you for the word of the day is audacious. Audacious means daring, bold, and extremely original. So I try to be as good as audacious as I am today. So the process is today I will set audacious goals for myself and strive to achieve with determination. So the usage. The phrase of the day is mind over matter. The usage of the phrase is I woke up feeling tired and unmotivated, but I remind myself that it's all about mind over the matter. I pushed through my fatigue and accomplished my task for the day. So I encourage all the speakers and esteemed guests to use the word of the day, the phrase of the day. And I request those who listen carefully, please give a thumbs up so that they will encourage and they will know that they have used the word of the day and the phrase of the day. So with this, I hand out the stage to PM Pradeep. Thank you.
Thank you, Ananda. Now let us move to the first session for today's meeting. That is prepared session. And before calling the first prepared speaker, I would like to call the first evaluator, TM Jyoti, to explain about the speech details of Toastmaster system.
Morning, everyone. My target speaker is Chitralika. Our pathway is presentation mastery. Level 1, project 1. Ice breaking speech. Title of the speech is When Life Loves You Back. Purpose of the speech is to introduce ourselves to the club members and understand the basic structure of public speaking.
Please join your hands to welcome Toastmaster Chitra. I would like to request you all, as this is her icebreaker speech, please give standing ovation for her at the end of the speech. Toastmaster Chitra, when life loves you back, when life loves you back, Toastmaster Chitra, take it.
My name is Chitralekha Nadekar. and I come from India. I'm staying in Vadodara for past 3 years, and I have come to appreciate this city for its rich culture and good food. My journey starts from North, where I was born. I'm the second child of my parents, and I'm the youngest daughter in a family. So I've got a blissful childhood, thanks to my family and my grandparents. I fondly remember my grandparents, especially my grandmother. She was a wise lady. I'm often told that she used to tell her children that फक्त अभ्यास काम आहे. That means only your knowledge and your skills will be. She passed away when I was around 8 or 9 years old. So I don't have many memories, but I really respect her. She was not very educated, but she completely understood the importance of education. Since my childhood, I was very fond and I had this inclination for written words. Thanks to my family, I grew up reading lots of Hindi, English, and Marathi books. I have studied science and mathematics during my graduation, and I have studied finance and management during my. By the time I was finishing my studies in early 2008, I joined a leading non-life insurance company at Mumbai. Mumbai was their corporate office, and I was placed at one of the leading offices. So, Mumbai being the place, the happening place it is, I got the opportunity to meet and interact with a variety of people. I'm grateful that I could know and work under some of the best minds of the industry. I have learned about policy issuance, claims management, consumer complaints and their management, regulations around the insurance industry. 2008 was the time when Indian insurance sector it was less than a decade ago when the insurance sector was opened up for private players. And the company for which I worked was one of the leading companies. So naturally, I had the opportunity to work with many departments at that time. Those 5 years period was very eventful in my life. When I look back and think about it, I'm all grateful about the time I had. It was a very audacious start for me because that was the first time I went out of, I was living far from my family, on my own. The only thing which I could have done better, or I regret over these years, was that I was not able to take care of my health. Long working hours, and long distance commute, and very irregular schedules made me felt sick most of the time. That brings me to talk to you about cycling. Cycling is one of my favorite exercises. Cycling takes you places. I try to be consistent at it. And the best thing about cycling is that it takes effort. Even to make an inch of progress, you know that it takes your effort. There are no rear view mirrors where it's correct from the past. And when you're cycling, you just enjoy the scenery, feel the breeze, feel the sunshine. And if you get lucky, with some time. Speaking of which, I'm wearing the shirt. He's very caring, very loving, extremely supportive when I'm being productive. He tries hard to be less critical of me when I indulge myself in a bookstore or a shopping mall. Together, we are proud parents of two loving men. I tell you, daughter is the best thing that can happen to you. That's when you know that life doesn't matter. Daughters or children for that, the way they look up to us, they make us feel more responsible. The gentle ask is that try to be more responsible, become a better version of yourself. They ask us to behave responsibly towards our health, our finances, our surroundings, our relationships, and our environment. which brings me here today in front of all of you. I know I'm at the right place, in the company of right people who are striving each other to make each other better version of themselves, who are ready to give their time and attention to each other and help each other become a better version. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Congratulations to you, you have completed first phase in your Toastmaster journey. So now, before moving to the second speaker, Toastmaster Hiranya, I would like to call Toastmaster Vishal, the second evaluator for today's meeting, to explain about the speech details of Toastmaster Hiranya. It's over to you, Toastmaster Vishal.
Yeah, thank you. Am I audible? Yeah, hello.
Not audible.
Am I audible, Team Audi? Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning. Good morning, all. So today, my target speaker is Toastmaster Hiranya. She is also going to deliver her icebreaker speech, the first speech. And timer, please note the timing is 4 to 6 minutes for her first speech. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, and all the best to Toastmaster Hiranya.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Toastmaster. Please welcome Toastmaster Hiranya, the second speaker of the day on the stage. Toastmaster Hiranya, miles to go, miles to go. Toastmaster Hiranya.
Thank you. 28th April 2004 at 12:03 p.m. One doctor just came out of the ICU ward, completely worn out and drenched. He handed over his gloves to the nurse and went. There was one man sitting outside the ward, looking very anxious and elevated. The nurse went to that man and said, "Congratulations, it's a baby girl." Good morning, Toastmaster of the day, my dear Toastmasters and guests. That man was no one else but my Nanu. My family was delighted because I had made my grand entry as the eldest child of the family. In 2007, me and my family moved from Ahmedabad to Vadodara. I really started liking this city. Good place, good school, some amazing friends and dogs. Place where I have my lovely home. School where I had to repeat junior KG because of my age. If I talk about my school life, the way it has been, I wanted it no other way. Some amazing friends, very cheerful teachers with whom I'm still in touch. Moving to Vadodara was not a big change for a 4-year-old. I didn't need an identity to survive. But God had some different plans for me. As a 4-year-old, I did get my identity. My identity as a dancer. My journey as a Bharatanatyam dancer began when I was 4. How my journey started? It's a very amusing story. One evening, I was playing hide and seek with my friends in my society. I was finding a place to hide. Then suddenly, a dog came in front of me. Out of nowhere, it started chasing me. I ran as fast as possible. I ran straight towards home and I'm crying in front of my mother, telling her what happened. My mother is trying her level best to console me and comfort me with various offers. She's like, "Okay, what do you want? Do you want chocolates? Do you want to eat Maggie?" but I was rejecting everything. Then instantly, my mother asked, do you want to join dance classes? The answer to that question is standing right here in front of you as a classical dancer since 15 years. Dance not only helped me to grow as a dancer, but it also helped me to grow as a person. It made me audacious. There is one shlok which you are taught when you start learning Bharatanatyam. It is called Natya Krama Shlok. It says, Yato hasta tato drishti. Where the hands go, eyes follow. Yato drishti tato manah. Where the eyes go, mind follows. Yato manah tato bhava. Where the mind is, there is feeling. Yato bhava tato rasa. Where the feeling is, there is sentiment. This is something I practice daily, but it is also something that I worship daily. Everyone has their own medium to connect with God. I have my own source, which helps me to connect with the God instantly. My guru, their voice is as mellifluous and pure as the voice of temple bell. Within next 2 years, I will finish my graduation and will also take my Visharad degree in Bharatanatyam. I don't know what plans God has for me. Neither I don't know what the world is going to offer me. All I know is that I have some dreams to follow, aims to achieve, want to make my family proud, and I want to be at a position where I can offer the world what it desires. Lastly, I want to end my introduction with a poem by Robert Frost. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Thank you.
Toastmaster Dhananya, we all are sure that you are really go a long miles to go with the help of the guidance of your father and all the Toastmasters. So now let us move to the third speaker. And before calling him on the stage, I would like to call Toastmaster Kunal, evaluator for Toastmaster weekend, beyond that. Please welcome Toastmaster. Toastmaster Kunal, I have one question for you from that beginner level. So if you see the video recording, whenever you are giving your performance on the stage and if you see that video recording, what you actually do, what you see actually, and what kind of voice and what is your experience about your video recording?
Okay, so thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Pradeep, for this interesting question. And I did a couple of times watching my own video recording. And to be very honest, when I saw my video recording, I feel ashamed of myself. And I could have done better. This is what actually happened. So yeah, and I always try to learn from that mistakes and try to deliver better every time. Thank you.
Toastmaster Kunal.
Yeah. So good morning, my fellow Toastmasters and guests. 6 to 7 years back, I did one audacious act. Tried to teach driving to my wife. And today, one more audacious act I am going to do to evaluate Toastmaster Vikram. So, Toastmaster Vikram is pursuing the path of visionary communication. And for the benefit of the guest, there are 11 paths in the Toastmaster, and out of which is visionary communication. Toastmaster Vikram is at level 4, project 1. And the objective of his today's speech is for the member to practice speaking about the change. Timer, please note, The timing for vehicle speech is 5 to 7 minutes. And the title of the speech is LTHE to LNT. LTHE to LNT. Well, many of you, if you are not in the engineering field, it will be hard for you to understand, but I personally understand this. With that, over to you. Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Now please welcome Toastmaster Vikram on the dais. Toastmaster Vikram, you are a very experienced Toastmaster, and that is why I have to ask one question for the benefit of all audience. So as you are giving all speeches, you are moving on the stage, your voice is clear, you are making direct eye contact with each and every audience. What do you think? What kind of skills as a Toastmaster that is required to all these kind of activities? What kind of skills that is required for the Toastmaster for this behaving like this?
I always keep telling that you need to project your voice, stand on the left and see the right, stand on the right and see the left. But what has worked for me is the choice of words, and you need to live with the words that you speak. That is enough for us to be able to speak.
Thank you. Toastmaster between LTHE to LNT, LTHE to LNT, Toastmaster between.
Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Hello. I work in a company called Larsen and Toubro. It's called as LNT. In 2017, I joined one of its subsidiaries, which is called LNT Hydrocarbon Engineering Private Limited. Now, that company changed to LNT. It merged with the parent company. That's what I'm going to communicate the change. Before that, let me tell you briefly what is it. Larsen and Toubro was started by two Danish engineers, namely Holch Larsen and Cristiano Turbo. They were from Denmark, but they started the company in India. So it's not a foreign company, it's completely Indian in 1946. The goal of the company was always to align with the growth story of India. They built the Bombay Stock Exchange at the Dalal Street, Mumbai. They built the Amul Dairy at Anand. They built expressways, naval bases, ports, shipments, airports, Mumbai-Pune Expressway. They even built the Statue of Unity at Kevadia. They're now building the Ram Mandir at Ayodhya. This is what L&T is about. In the early 2000s, the government of India wanted the refineries to expand so that our energy demands are met. That's why L&T Hydrocarbons Engineering Private Limited was born. Now I can see few faces slowly disconnecting from my speech because you heard the words refinery and hydrocarbon. What are these? When you go to a petrol pump, you fill in the petrol and the diesel. Now, those two, petrol and diesel, in pure engineering terms is called a hydrocarbon. And what do they do? Or how do they get it? There is something called as crude oil, which is available naturally on earth. That crude oil is converted to petrol or diesel in a refinery. So this is what is called as refinery. In 2021, the annual general body meeting of L&T Hydrocarbon Engineering Limited decided that we're going to merge with L&T. They took the approval from the shareholders. They are everything for us. Once the shareholders approved it, we approached the government of India for the new PAN, GST, all the approvals and licenses that were there in the name of L&T Hydrocarbons Engineering to the Directorate of Hydrocarbons. And then we intimated this change of company name from LTHE to L&T to our customers. Who are our customers? The clue was in the petrol bump. HPCL, BPCL, IOCL, they all are our primary customers. We work for them. Next time when you go to a petrol pump, who are the customers? IOCL. What is hydrocarbon? Petrol and diesel. Where did it happen? Refinery. And who did it?
L&T. So this is very clear right now. And then we intimated our suppliers also. That's very important. Who are our suppliers? Say, for example, you want to build a house and you give that contract to a construction contractor. You don't expect him to just build 4 walls, roof, and floor. You want a fully furnished house. TV, fridge, AC, washing machine, pot, gas, stove, whatever. So Samsung, LG, or Whirlpool, all these things are called suppliers. Say, for example, Toastmaster Krunal wasn't Siemens. Siemens is a supplier for us. We buy compressors for them. Now, why do we have to communicate this change in the name? Remember, we're not producing oil. We're not producing gas. We're producing money. So what happens is, we as L&T has to get the money from the customer. And we as L&T have to give money to the supplier. The invoices, the purchase orders, all the landmark drawings, the letterheads, our visiting cards. I just brought the visiting card of the old and the new. I will pass it on to the first person in the row, and please give this, look at it and please pass it on. What happens is, the first card says L&T Hydrocarbons Engineering, and it's written a wholly owned subsidiary of Larsen & Toubro. We have changed internally, our brand name is L&T Energy Hydrocarbons. L&T Energy is a brand of Larsen & Toubro. This is what the change is, from hydrocarbon engineering to energy hydrocarbon. Now, why did this change happen? That's very important to know. There is something called as bank guarantee, balance sheets. We were doing projects worth 600 crores, 700 crores. We moved on to 6,000 crores, 7,000 crores. Now tell me, you built a small house, you expected a small contractor to finish it. You want to build a villa or a bungalow. Would you not expect a better contractor? That is the reason why we merged with L&T, so that our bank balance can be shown in a better way. We need not have something called as PCG, parent company guarantee. So all these were important in the market of hydrocarbons, so that we get better opportunities to work for. Let me narrate, or let me correlate this to a personal story of mine. I have 2 cousins. One is a research scientist in US, one is an investment banker in Singapore, one is having a thriving business in India. When it came to the matrimonial market, they were all very good. But for me, as Vikram in 2011, earning 22,000 in Reliance Industries on top of a tank, the market was not good. So what did I do? I became Vikram Rajagopal, the parent company. And then what happened? I had better prospects. So that's what L&T has done. I am sure that you all, in a very simple way, understood why did we change, how did we change, and what the change was. Toastmaster of the day.
For that wonderful speech. And now I would like to request the timer Toastmaster Kabir, please explain about the time details of this speaker. Please welcome time.
Toastmaster Pradeep. So all the speakers were well below the time limits. Toastmaster Chitra took 5 minutes and 26 seconds. Toastmaster Hiranya took 5 minutes and 2 seconds. And Toastmaster Vikram took exactly 7 minutes. So all the speakers are qualified. Thank you.
I would like to request the Toastmaster to please initiate the poll for best speaker of the day. And this is the end of this is the end of the speech session. And before moving to the second session, that is table topic session, I would like to introduce my theme once again. So, rightly said Toastmaster Kunal that what are the I asked question to Toastmaster Vikram, what are the skills that are required for the Toastmaster to come on the stage to use his body language and eye contacts and all that facial expression type of things and varying his tonality, all that kind of things. What kind of skills that are required for the Toastmaster? And when I work on this question, I want to know that for the Toastmaster, we must have that visualization skills. I'm coming on the stage, I am explaining my concept to the people, I am moving all that body parts. I am having that tonality. You should have to visualize yourself that you are doing this kind of things. The second skill that you have to calibrate about your performance. If you see the video camera, you can calibrate. Rightly said by Toastmaster Kunal, I have to calibrate. So where the things are going wrong. So you have to one more skill, that is calibration skill. The second is you should have the confidence skill. Without confidence skill, you cannot do all that activities. If you want to do particular activity, you should have acquired the skill of the confident person, right? And what happens most of time, we know our activity, but we don't know how to do that. We don't know what are the skills that will contribute to do that activity. So that is what about the skill. And now let us move to the second session, that is table topic session. And for that purpose, I would like to call Toastmaster Bhushan, table topic master of the day. Please be on the dais. Please welcome Toastmaster. For table topic session, all these speakers, they will come and they will present their table topic speech. What do you think? What kind of belief these Toastmasters should have so that they can present their speech confidently? What kind of belief they should have?
I believe any person.
Belief means what kind of feeling? A feeling of absolute certainty from belief. What kind of that feeling? What kind of belief these Toastmasters should have so that they can came on the stage and they can give their presentation on the subject that is explained in tabletop. What is the belief?
I believe that belief should be that means in my icebreaker speech, I told that I started swimming in the second round. I just jumped into the dam. And the belief was that my friend will help me out by getting. So the belief is not here. We are all supportive, and that belief should be those all members or guests. So that when they come here, they can speak, they can deliver, and that will take them to the next stage. So today, I thought, what should we take for the table topic? Last session, the last 284 meeting, we had a teamwork session, teamwork to the carried out session, which was based on the attention. It is a very complex. Today, attention is a very complex subject, and I thought it is better that we put some more information onto it so that we can understand what is the attention is. So I would like to call my first speaker, Hiren, to start with. So this is a kind of awareness. So your topic is what is attention? TM Hiren, what is attention? Okay.
Thank you, Toastmaster, the table topic master, Ian Gulfani. What is attention? Well, attention is every moment what we are doing. Like if I'm watching a movie and if I can relate from the beginning to end, and if I can narrate that story, that is what the attention. And I would recall one of the speech given by Toastmaster Hiranya, when she was asked the topic, table topic, that whether money will give you happiness or not. If I am asked that topic, I would have mentioned that yes, money is definitely required for the happiness. And I started imagining a bell curve. Bell curve means if there is no money, there is no happiness. Like because if we don't have money, we do not have any happiness, no clothes, no nothing. But if money comes in, happiness increases. But at one point of time, if money increases, happiness decreases. So all that I was thinking, I was not thinking in different perception. She told a very different perception, and that was the attention I was paying to her. She mentioned that I need money so that I can help others. And that was the real change that I could find. And she mentioned that happiness comes from within. Well, so that was attention from learning from what she has to tell. I will tell you that you do not, I didn't surprise at all because she is a very mature person. Her age is 1919. And so, and I have to learn. I am just 52. So I have to reach to that level. Thank you.
A guest, anybody want to come here? Rahul. It's always difficult to get the attention, and especially when it is your wife. So, if you want to convey something, how you grab the attention of your wife? Or you? How you grab the attention of your wife?
Okay. Good morning, Toastmasters. I am Rahul Khatri and it is my first meeting. Just I want to give some introduction of myself. Then I will start the topic. I'm in Baroda since 2006 and I'm working in L&T, Glass and Tube Certified. Sir explained that LTHE merged to L&T. So today I came to know that why it happened. Was working since 2006, it's almost 16 years, but we are in technical field. That is why the things we are not doing like that. So this is my brief introduction. So coming to the tabletop topic, that how can I achieve my wife attention, right? This is the topic, correct? So actually my wife is very loving and caring. So it is generally not required that I have to grab attention of her because she understood me very well. But sometimes it happens that okay, I have to took her attention. Then just I will do some work of her. Like I want to cook something so that she can have rest on that day. So that these things I want to do to grab her attention. Actually, frankly speaking, I didn't grab any attention of her in almost 15, in 6 years of experience. But this is the things I am doing like that. Thank you.
It's very lucky. If I have to grab the attention, I start thinking about the journey and see all your experience. One day I was going to the shop because my engineering day, and I was very afraid to go to the polish shop where the things were in the place in a very good way. Because on the top of Himalaya Ayurveda. We went there and we saw there the bottle was showing ₹5. We bought the bottle. We came to the counter. And then we asked him we paid him ₹5. And he told it is not ₹5, it's ₹95. And then we came to know, okay, that 5 is there and the off is very, very small. So we basically got fooled. So this is how the industry gets your attention by hook or crook or some way. They will get your attention. And we got fooled. And because of shyness or because of not showing that, okay, we have read it wrong, we bought that bottle. Whether it was useful or not, we don't know. So my next group. Have you got fooled by such event? Have you got fooled by such wrong attention? I can have another topic also. We call it. I'm trying to call something. Can I tell my thing except we call it will be better? Yeah. So the next topic I have is attention is very important. And grabbing, it is said that grabbing attention is very important when you want to
pass on the message. What you will do to grab the attention? What you will do to grab the attention?
Thank you, developing master, Toastmaster VTM. A very good morning to each one of you present here. Grabbing attention in nowadays is the most critical thing for anybody. In nowadays, you can see the flow of content coming to us is a very huge amount. But if it is from my end, if I want someone to grab attention about a product or about myself, about from anything which I want to market, then first point which I would keep in mind is the integrity. I would always try never to fool someone or pass a message which sends a very which is not related to something what I'm trying to say. If we keep the purpose and the true meaning in mind of what we want to why we want to get the attention, and if we keep the purpose in mind and try to create something, then whatever the result or whatever the ideas which comes to our mind are really authentic, and we feel that whatever we are trying to sell or try to convey, then the meaning will always remain the same. Thank you.
So, any guess? Yes. Normally, when we try to grab the attention in the group, we sometimes tell, okay, listen to me. And nobody listens to us. We have to grab the attention. That feeling is sometimes what don't feel great about it. So you are one of the experience where you could not grab the attention of the team or people. The event where you cannot grab the attention and how you felt about it.
So thank you, Toastmaster Bhushan, and all of you, good morning. I lot of time fail to grab attention. So usually I do only I will stop to take attention because I feel I am not do can I explain myself? A
Sure,
different
sure.
aspect of
Your way. You can explain.
Yes, I have a lot. I want to say different aspect of attention. I run Facebook ads, so how attention helping me to target my audience. I launch a video ads and someone watched 3 seconds. Someone watched 9-second video. Someone watched 15-second video. So I can target and increase their attention level by launching different ads, and I can sell my product to them. For example, if someone watched 3 seconds of my ad, and so I can understand that I need to launch new ad, and I want to take their attention to 15 seconds. So I will do that. So if I can do if I can take their attention to maximum level, so I can sell my product to that person or audience there.
And Ruchi has got us or taken us the things where I was going. That is on one side of the person who is seeking the attention of the consumers. And I want to take that topic where it is how technology is weakening our attention. So, would you like to come? Sarika, your topic is how technology is weakening our attention. How technology is weakening our attention.
Good morning, everybody. Over here. The first time I'm feeling very nervous because I'm totally blank what to say about that. Okay, but I will try my best.
how technology is getting our attention. Yeah, according to my experience, I would like to say, suppose if you are doing something productive meaning is different for everyone, right? Like if a lady is going to do the cooking, so she will watch a video of how to make a garlic bread or something. If someone is going to do a presentation as an engineer, so he is going to search in a video then how to make our presentation more impressive and all. So whatever you are going to watch, suppose for example on a YouTube, suddenly some ad will come as he said. Okay, it may be of a upcoming movie, or the dresses. It's happened many times with me. Sometimes I'm doing very productive, making worksheet for my kids or something. A small ad come for the Mintra or the W Good. So I make my mind that after completing my work only I will touch this app. But I don't know what happened. It's not in my control. I just click it. Okay, so that whatever the screen now, that internet, it's very good. That inside the comfort, within your comfort, you can do anything. You can learn many things, right? But what happened, especially with me, instead of doing something productive, I distracted and I decided, okay, I will do it for 1 minute only. And I start scrolling, and then from W2 I went to somewhere else. So I think in this way that this industry is no doubt helping us a lot, but it helping us a lot, according to me, helping me more in distracting or doing something product. So and this happened with Insta also. In Insta, I'm learning some in a short. There are many things are coming which are very good, which are the taglines and everything which we can use in our speeches and to teach our kids and all. But rather than going to do that, I start scrolling the reels, the thinking that okay, I will do this. So I think in this way it is distracting me, and maybe you guys also.
This is how Ambika felt that can be productive. So attention itself is not bad. Attention is something, how we use it, where we focus and where we give our attention. That's the way we can get more from the content being targeted towards the consumers. When the attention is being sought, we as a consumer being profiled what we want, what we are searching, what we do. To provide that content, a lot of permissions are being asked on the Android devices. And we give those permissions. Just for example, WhatsApp. When we are installing the WhatsApp as the first time, we don't think that what permissions are there. We just install it, we click yes, yes, yes. We don't think what we are giving them. But I will say we should think over it, what we are giving. If there is an application, if it is not required, we should think over it. I would like to call TM Kunal. Your topic is personalized experience versus privacy. Personalized experience versus privacy. What you will choose?
Okay. Thank you, table topic master. Personalized experience versus privacy. What I have to choose? Well, you made my choice very simple. I will definitely choose privacy. Why? Because privacy nowadays is a luxury that not everybody can afford. I am talking about solitude, not the loneliness kind of it. Because I would like to share an experience. It was August 2021 when I went for Vipassana for 10 days. It was kind of an experience that I will not be able to explain in just 2 minutes. I will need 10 minutes time to explain the entire experience. But it was worth, I would say, to try keeping yourself away from the entire world, disconnected, no mobile, not even a pen and a paper, so that you can write down your experiences. You will have to just be with yourself. And you know who is the most difficult company to be with? Not your wife. It's yourself. It's very difficult to be with yourself. But yes, once you become comfortable, once you are aligned with yourself, then the magic will begin. You won't believe on that 10 days time, first time I have started noticing the insects roaming in the sand, or maybe the stargazing. I don't know. I was doing the same when I was a kid, sleeping on the terrace. Okay. I did not do all that things for a very long time. But during that time, I think I got chance for experiencing all that. There was one insect in my room, and it was not going out. And I was continuously watching that insect for 10 days. I did not have any other work to do. Okay. So yeah, I will definitely choose the privacy. Over to you.
So this is also when you next time install the application, think over it, what permissions you are giving and what data you want to have for the purpose. Now, next topic is Kirit sir. When we say there are attention seekers, there are attention givers. Attention itself is not a bad, but there are effects on us. Then we have to channelize where we want to attain and where we don't want to attain so that we can make our life better. So your topic is how to amplify or attenuate the impact of distractive environments.
See, good morning, everybody. And I would like to say that attention is a very simple word. When we heard about it, attention, because attention we use every day. But how deep the attention meaning is that we could all see from what we spoke. When Toastmaster Hiren spoke, Toastmaster Tuna spoke, and Toastmaster Sarika, we really got what exactly attention is. A very simple word, but very deep meaning. I would say attention has two aspects. One is giving attention, and getting attention. Two completely different aspects. Two are as difficult as it can be. Suppose I am entering a rear gate of my building and there is a dog which is just sleeping. My attention should be on the dog, not on the door. The dog's attention should be who is coming inside. So this is called attention grabbing. You are in a supermarket and your wife is seeing a very expensive dress. Then what you should do? If you pay attention to her, you will end up buying it. But if you pay attention to a beautiful sales girl, her attention will So there are techniques by which you can grab attention and you can distract them. This is very important. Attention span of young children like Hiranya and Kabir, very short. Extremely short. Very difficult to get your message across to them. But your wife, you have to pay attention to whatever little things she does in the kitchen. Even a little noise also, you have to go and see what it is. So all these are very relative, in my opinion. To extract that, what is your main point?
How to amplify or attenuate the impact of distractive environment.
So that I already told the distractive environment, how it can be distracted by you, by shifting the attention to some most useful thing in their life. And this is what I do with my children also. Whenever they have very short attention, what I do is just keep quiet. Then their attention moves to you. Because then who knows something wrong. This is how the attention grabbing and attention paying can be managed. Thank you very much.
So this is all about attention. Just end what Ian Pradeep has said, that how environment, behavior, skill, belief, values, identity, then we get the vision for ourselves. The attention is related to this one. So when somebody is getting your attention, you have to pay attention what is important and where you should pay attention. We see there are many ways wherein the attention is being sought from us. It may be on the web portal, maybe on the application, web application, mobile applications. It's on the Netflix, OTT platforms, television, holdings, and that's the way we form our beliefs. that we think that what is right, what is wrong. But we have to go beyond it, think over it, and then make our mind that what is right. So with this, over to Timor Pradeep. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhushan, for that wonderful development section. And now I'm going to call Toastmaster Kabir to explain time details of each development speaker. Thank you.
So we had 7 speakers over here, and all the speakers were well within the time limits. So all of them are on.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kabir. I would like to request Zoom Master to initiate the poll for the best ever topic speaker of the day. Okay, this is what about second session, that is table topic session. And now again, I am shifting to the belief and value, the third neurological level, fourth neurological level. What are the beliefs that you have to possess in order to come here, in order to give your presentation speaks? The belief that it's possible for me. The belief I can learn. I can influence, I can motivate. It's possible for me. These types of beliefs, whatever belief that you can feel that this belief resonates for this action, you have to write all that beliefs for yourself. And the next thing, that is value. What should be your value? What value means? What is important to you? What is important to you? What should be the things that should be important to you in order to increase your communication skills, in order to behave you, in order to use your body language, in order to use your facial expression? What are the things that should be valued for you? Can anybody of you tell me what are the things that should be valuable for the Toastmaster in order to come here on the stage and present his speech? Toastmaster, please, I would like to listen from you. What are the things that should be valued for the Toastmaster?
See, person who becomes Toastmasters, you really want to get something out of it. The main value should be that how to get creative ideas from the people who choose. The core belief should be to get something inside. If you say that I have everything, you will not get anything. Very good.
Anybody else? What are the values that Toastmaster should have to possess? Anybody? Values?
I would say persistence, that you just.
Good, very good. Excellent. Please have the round of applause. Anybody else there? Right to asking the right kind of question. This should be value for me. Yes. Learning, contribution, motivation, learning, contribution. This should be value. You see, Toastmaster is value. Why is he coming here in the Toastmaster meeting? The most important value for her is learning, growth. Right? If you see Toastmaster Philip, what is the most important value for him? If you see his activities, every time after finishing the Toastmaster meeting, he is sharing that gist of the meeting in the Toastmaster group. What is the value? What you think that is value for Toastmaster Philip? Can anybody tell me what is the value for that person? Yes.
He is completing the meeting successfully. He is contributing to everybody.
Yes.
Last meeting, he told that this platform is, we all think as a learning platform, we go professionally, personally. But one thing struck me was that we thought this platform is contribution back to society.
Yes, very good, very good.
On that day, but this stage is more much go beyond, growth and all that things and contribution back to society.
It is very good. So his activity, presenting that gist in the Toastmaster meeting, that is not the only activity, that is the statement of his value. That is the statement of his belief that I can write that gist. This is the belief. I can write. This is that all this is the statement of his skill, that his observation skill. I have that observation. I have that learning skill. He feels that I am confident enough to write that kind of gist. So you should have that belief. You should have that value. His value is contribution, and because of that only, he is aligned with that kind of behavior. So now next, let us move to the next section. That is the general evaluation section, and I would like to call Toastmaster Gitanjali ma'am. I have one question for you. Please open that seat. I have one question for you. As a Toastmaster, you are coming here every meeting, for every meeting, and you are presenting and you are giving feedback to all Toastmasters and all those things. What do you think that is your identity? What is that one word that you want to use for yourself? That this is who am I?
I don't know about the identity, but I love this platform because it always makes me stress-free. And as soon as I enter in this room, I forget everything. I am the member of this club and as young as this.
Very good.
This is my up. Thanks, Toastmaster Pradeep. Namaskar and my soulful greetings to each one of you. I welcome you all in my evaluation set. It is truly said by Bill Gates that we all need people who give us feedback. That is how we improve. It is no secret that feedback is an important component of effective learning. Feedback improves learners' confidence and motivates him or her to learn. It helps them to attain success in their field. Timers, please note, for each evaluator, time allotment is 2 to 3 minutes. Let us start our segment, evaluation segment, by presenting our first evaluator, Toastmaster Jyoti. She proved herself as one of the audacious speaker of our club. For her, everything is just like mind over matter. She will evaluate the icebreaker or maiden speech of Toastmaster Chitralekha. Dear audience, please welcome her with a loud round of applause.
Thank you, dear Gitanjali, for a kind word.
You deserve that.
My target figure is Chitralekha. If you want to know how you want to come out of the grade you are having in your life, how you can make your family, your kids, your strength, and how you can start at any point of time, because life is always ready to love you back. If you want to know this, the Chitralekha's speech is the speech you want to listen, because she had all this content in her speech. Strong points about her speech is that throughout the speech, she was very emotional. It shows that she was completely involved in her speech, and she was sharing her life story with us. Actually, it was an icebreaking speech. It was not a speech, she was sharing her journey. She said something in Marathi language and then she translated in English. So it was a very good point. And she used the word of day also in her first speech. So I found it a very she was a very simple English and a very easy way of communicating. I got a connection with her and I'm sure everybody must have felt the same, because the point she mentioned was very relatable, because all of us have faced some of the things in a similar way in our life. So kudos to her. The speech, I find it very good. The only thing I want to tell her to take her speech to the next level is to raise her voice little bit, because she was sounding little low, so it was not easy to everyone to listen whatever she was saying. Rest of the things I think she can, for the first speech, this is the only thing I want to convey to her, to raise her voice. The rest of the things she will learn in the next speeches. Nothing more in the first time training speech. Thank you.
We have evaluated the speech of Toastmaster Chitralekha. Now, our second speaker who will evaluate the maiden speech of Toastmaster Hiranya. Dear ladies and gentlemen, join your hands to welcome Toastmaster Vishal on the stage, on the virtual stage. He is one of the audience speaker and evaluator of us. Toastmaster Vishal be on the virtual stage to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Hiranya. Please welcome him.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Gitanjali, for inviting me. 1,000-mile journey start from a single step, and the Toastmaster journey start from an ice-breaking speech. So congratulate to Hiranya for delivering one of the best ice-breaking speech. Kudos to you. Well done. Icebreaker speech is all about to tell about you to the member, who you are as a person, and introduce yourself in briefly. I think after this speech that you pass this message that you are not only a good dancer, but you are also a good speaker. And in your speech also, you have passed a very positive message that everyone should have passion in their life to do something before we eventually sleep. So well done here also. What about the grand entry? You made a grand entry in your family in 2004, and same grand entry you have done in VTM Club also in 2023. Members will remember. In your speech, you have told about yourself that you born in Ahmedabad, then you moved to Baroda, right? And then you had amazing school life. You also mentioned that how did you learn this Bharatnatyam? You put a very interesting story of the dog, and that, you know, when you have the story, it is very easy for audience to connect with it. It shows that you are a mature speaker in your very first speech even. You have added all the spices in your speech, like, you know, that you have put the stories, you have shown the few steps of the Bharatnatyam, and that, you know, continuously catching the audience attention in your speech. Since in the Toastmaster, again, it's a platform for the improvement. So since it is your first speech, I would not give much more comments on the improvement part, but yes, there are few rooms for the improvement, like the voice modulation. You could have done it. You could also use the stage also properly, but I think that will come over the period of time. So again, it is one of the best speech, one of the best mesmerized speech so far I have ever heard after since very long time. You have all the potential to become one of the best speaker of the club. So all the best to Toastmaster Hiranya. All the best. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Gitanjali.
Authentic and excellent evaluation. I think all these points will help Hiranya in her future journey as a Toastmaster. Dear listener, please welcome Toastmaster Kunal with a great round of applause. He is not only a very graceful and audacious member of our club, but also one of the finest speakers and evaluators. Toastmaster Kunal, I welcome you on the dais. Please evaluate the speech of another audacious speaker of our club, Toastmaster Vikram. And it will be, I think, something great for us. They both will reach our knowledge. Welcome you, Toastmaster Kunal.
Thank you for your time. Thank you. Toastmaster Vikram. Your speech reminded me a famous quote by Leo Tolstoy. It says that true life is lived when tiny changes happen. You opened the speech very nicely. It was a well-structured speech. The best part about your speech is you explained every detail without assuming that audience knows. For example, you explained the full form of LNT, what LNT stands for, this last 7 pages. You also explained when the company was started, it was started by whom, and what are the contributions the company has made for the country. So it is very important for a speaker to explain every details of the speech to the audience without making any assumptions. Now, you also mentioned about the technical details of the product your company is making, about hydrocarbons, about the client base your company has, and how the common person can connect with your company using the petrol pump example. So it was a perfect speech for a speaker in terms of the structure. Now let us see how we can take the speech to the next level, because every speech has some opportunity to take to the next level. There is a saying, less is always more. When it comes to speaking, this is very apt. In your speech, at some point of time, it becomes too technical. For a common man to understand, that technical aspect becomes more difficult. We are here to put our mind over matter, not on the matters. Sometimes, with too technical, we can force our audience to go on the matters and not with us. Second thing, you nicely used a prop, your visiting cards. You read it completely. Till that time, it was perfect. But you handed over the visiting card to the audience to read. Now, as a speaker, we make a lot of efforts to hold audience attention with us. This could work against our objective, and it can drift the audience attention, and they will get busy reading the visiting card. So we should avoid that. I am becoming very candid and direct for my evaluation to Vikram, because Vikram is one of the experienced speaker. Otherwise, the same could have done in a very mild way also. But overall, it was a very good speech, because you did not untouch any stone. Why? Starting from the speech title to the conclusion. Your speech title itself ignites the intuition that what exactly it is LNT and LTHE. So that is an opportunity for everyone to learn that how a speaker should speak. Overall, it was a great speech, Vikram, and we would love to listen more speeches from you. Thank you, and over to you.
The nuances of Toastmaster Bikram's speech. And certainly we all will get enriched with your feet. It is a learning for us. Now it's the time for my brain and audience timer to present is his time for all this evaluation.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gitanandi. So, good morning once again all. And as Toastmaster Kunal rightly mentioned, that less is always more. So, as a speaker, and especially in public speaking, we should always make sure that our time limit of our speech is on the perfect end. It should not be very less, and it should not be very more also. Sometimes if we speak too short, then the message you want to deliver to your audience does not pass through. And if you speak for too long, then as he rightly mentioned, that apart from putting your mind over mattress, you'll put them, apart from putting your mind over matter, you'll put them on the mattress. So I will start my timer's report with speaker 1, Toastmaster Chitra. And sorry.
Evaluation, na?
Only sorry, I mentioned the speakers before. So yes, first evaluator Toastmaster Jyoti took 1 minute and 58 seconds. The second evaluator Toastmaster Vishal took 2 minutes and 38 seconds. And the third evaluator Toastmaster Kunal took 3 minutes and 28 seconds. All of them are qualified. Okay. So yes, just out of 10 seconds. because less is always more. So this was all my report, and I would like to end my report with a quote again, that the bad news is time flies, but the good news is you are the pilot.
Wonderful.
It was 1 minute and 58 seconds.
Everyone, all of them are.
No, the minimum is 1 minute, and the green card is showed at 2 minutes. But for you to qualify, it shall be 1 minute, so it is qualified.
Okay. No, to qualify it is 2 minutes, but she has completed 1 minute 58 seconds, 30 seconds here and there is over, na? Yes, he is qualified, yes.
That's right.
No problem. All of them are qualified. See, I'm so happy. That he and all the key evaluators are qualified for voting purpose. So I request our Sergeant Rao to launch the poll for the evaluators. Dear audience, please welcome another very promising and soft-spoken member of our club to evaluate the speeches of all the table topic speakers. He is none other than very famous for a language power. Can you imagine who is he? He is Toastmaster Chachi. So please welcome her to the round.
Thank you, Toastmaster Design, for such a beautiful address, and good afternoon to each one of you. First of all, I would like to take this moment to appreciate Toastmaster Bhushan. Toastmaster Bhushan, you selected unique topics and encourage maximum participation. I commend you that you were loud and clear while delivering the topics. But the only recommendation I would like to give you is to keep the length of the topic as short as possible, as it will be an ease for everyone to catch what you are saying. Otherwise, it was a wonderful session from your end. Now, moving to the evaluations. Our first table topic speaker was Toastmaster Hiren, and their topic was what is attention. Toastmaster Hiren, your speech was commendable. You captivated the audience by citing examples narrated by Toastmaster Hiranya. So this shows that you possess sharp listening skills as well. You used humor and created enjoyable atmosphere. But I would like to give a very small recommendation that could go a bit slow, because in your every sentence there are flavors of humor. So let audience help increase their hemoglobin. That's the only recommendation. Guest Rahul, how do you grab the attention of your wife? I acknowledge you greeted the audience and that helps you connect with them. But recommendation is that don't give long introduction, as you will get less time to speak at the later stage. And since that already happened, that you forgot your topic, and you got a very simple topic, that how to grab the attention of your wife. So you could construct your coherent or organized speech throughout the stage, because as I could see that the audience, they were well resonated with your speech. So I hope that next time you will get up on the stage with more thoughts and with increasing time. Toastmasters, who your topic was, got your topic changed, that what you will do to grab the attention. You display confidence, clarity, while citing examples that trust is something that you should not break. But I would say that you could use vocal varieties to add dynamism in your presentation. Yes, Rushi, I guess it has been your third or fourth meeting that you are voluntarily getting up on the stage, and it takes a lot of grit. So round of applause for him first of all. But as I could see that you were constantly juggling with your thoughts, so I urge you to take few seconds to think, because it will help you in giving a cohesive approach. And don't make use of hands so swiftly, because it disconnects the audience from your words. And Toastmasters, Sarika, I think, how technology is weakening our attention. You quoted good examples of how you kill your time scrolling social media, and I hope that audience had a clear nod in this. And I would say that don't just say that in the very initial say that I'm nervous. So that sets an aptitude of you in that audience mind. And don't try not to use na, ki. These Hindi connotations can be annoying. And Toastmaster Trunal, your topic was personalized experience versus privacy. You demonstrated good body language, maintained eye contact, used proper gestures to enhance your storytelling. You could also consider varying vocal tone to add emphasis to your speech. Toastmaster series, your topic about how to amplify the attention. You conveyed very beautifully the meaning of attention, use numerous examples to grab the audience attention. And since might be since the topic length was very long, so you followed the topic just in between. Aside of that, everyone was enjoying your speech. And to conclude, I would say that it takes a lot of audacity to get up on the stage and speak even for a couple of seconds. I would like to commend the speakers for their efforts and their willingness to step out of their comfort zone. Lastly, but not least, I urge you to reflect on the feedback provided and use it as a stepping stone for future speech. Thank you so much.
Your evaluation proves your great listening ability. After this sensational part of my evaluation segment, let us move towards the report of accountant and grammarian. Please welcome very warmly Toastmaster Shikha on the stage to present her ahad. Please welcome Toastmaster. I welcome you.
Good morning once again all. So I noticed Toastmaster Jyoti used 3 times a word. Toastmaster Pradeep 6 times a and 5 times he used I do. Toastmaster Kabir 4 times Anand 1 time okay and 1 time a word. Chitra, Toastmaster Chitra used 8 times a. Toastmaster Krunal 5 times a word. He used okay 2 times and so word 2 times. Toastmaster Vikram, I saw no clutch word. Toastmaster Bhushan 2 times a word. Guest Rahul 5 times a word. Toastmaster Dhruv 2 times a word. Guest Rushi 5 times a and he used I word 2 times. Toastmaster Sarika 2 times a word. Hindi word na 2 times and right 1 time. Toastmaster Hiranya, Hiren, Toastmaster Hiren, Toastmaster Giri and Toastmaster Vikalji. I found no correct. Toastmaster Sarika only 1 type.
Now, please welcome one of the person who smile. I love his smile. Wonderful smile he has. I want to utter his name as it was kept in the eastern part. Please welcome Ananda Pradhan on the dais to present his grammarian report.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. Dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. So let me start with the good words, phrases, and sentences used during the whole session. Okay. Delight. I hope you all delighted. Fond, mellifluous, deliver, merge, shareholders, subsidiary, balance sheet, contribute, narrate, bulk of, attention, just 52. By hook or by crook, grab, purpose, technology is weakening our attention. So we need to think about that way as well. Productive, certainly, scrolling, privacy is nowadays luxury. Attenuate, resonates, gist, effective learning, deserve, less is more, cohesive approach. These are the very good words, sentences, and phrases used throughout the session. And let me now go to word of the day and phrase of the day used by our Toastmasters. Okay. Word of the day used by TM Chitra one time, TM Hiranya one time, TM Krunal one time, TM Gitanjali 4 times, TM Sakshi one time. And phrase of the day used by TM Gitanjali one time, TM Krunal one time, and TM Kabir one time. Now, good usage of English, grammar, word or phrases, like common mistakes we do because of intuitive. English is second language to us. It's not our first language. It is obvious that we use some kind of mistakes, general mistakes. But now I would like to report what are the good uses. TM Vikram, TM Hiranya, guest Rahul, TM Dhruv, all these people's, TM Krunal, TM Kirit, TM Pradeep, all these peoples are used very good, and I have not found any kind of mistakes during the speech. And like TM Krunal says that privacy is nowadays luxury, it really resonates. And TM Kirit sir says as difficult it would be. TM Pradeep resonates. TM Gitanjali effective learning and virtual stays. TM Vishal all the spices in your speech. And TM Krunal next level. Drift audience attention mild way. So TM Saxi's speech was commendable and gave us of humor, add dynamism, clear nod in this, urge you to reflect. These are the very good sentences, and all the speakers used use very good English. Usage of English was very good. Not so good use is like you might understand, you may recall. I mean, at that time, it was the point was speaker trying to recall that person, but he said that you might understand. It would be you may recall. Mumbai was the corporate office. Corporate office was in Mumbai. Long distance commute. It should be long distance to commute. I am crying. I was crying because the time was nodding fast. So completely Indian company. I think an Indian company would be best. What is the attention today? What is today's attention? Such an event, huge amount, huge content. I lot of time failed. Lots of time I failed. When we say something, good morning, good afternoon, so we should be aware of time. So instead of good morning at 12 after 12, so we should use good afternoon. Watch it, the pronunciation should be watched. Take their attention, grab their attention. Small art comes. Think over it, think about it. Got a connection with her, build a connection with her. Congratulations here also. Congratulations for this. Untouched any stone. It would be better if you can use you leave no stone unturned. He is qualified. When the word he or she, we should make sense of the gender in front of us, so it should be C. Unique topics. Unique topic. When we say unique topics, I think that is a unique topic. So that's a comprehensive report from Grammarian. Thank you very much for this.
See, after this sensational report given by our founder and grammarian, now it is my part to tell you about how this meeting went on. Today's meeting room opened at 10 a.m. All the COM members, they did all the necessary work just to finish their writing on whiteboard or displaying of trophies, banner, everything is done by very properly beforehand. So kudos to them. Toastmaster Pratik, I loved your gesture. You just started with the clapping. That is one of the good things because clapping is good for us. Almost all the role players and members, they joined on time. Meeting started exactly at 10:30 a.m. And our sergeant at arms played his role very intelligently and honestly, giving with the mission and vision of the club. After performing his role, he very swiftly hand over the stage to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Jyoti. Toastmaster Jyoti also played her role very nicely to introduce all the members to the club. Toastmaster Jyoti, that one who you have paid respect and homage to our one of the great member, Yogesh Kantak, on the demise of his mother. It's really wonderful thing because we are a member of one family. VTM, I always say VTM family. So I love that well. You also talked about the book, How to Be a Confident Speaker, written by Yogesh Kantak only, and he just gave the core message of that book. That's really wonderful. Now, she hand over the stage to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Pradeep. And Pradeep, Toastmaster Pradeep, he is the master in presenting such commendable things. Well done. It was very good. Actually, alignment, you talked about the Toastmaster alignment. Yes, it's wonderful. I am rediscovering myself in this club because it helps us to know our hidden potentials. My captain, Timer, Counter, and Romarin, they did a splendid job. And they proved that why they are so important for any club meeting. What to say about the speaker, Toastmaster Chitra, and Toastmaster Hirana? They have given their maiden speech, and in that only they have just captured the mind of the audience. It is just like further the mind over matter. Well, and what to say about Toastmaster Vikram? He is already an established speaker. So, what should I say? Nothing. If I say something, people will laugh at me. So, take it granted. He is wonderful. Again, the Toastmaster, table topic master, Toastmaster Bhushan. Well done. Very good job. But I have one request to you. Just keep it simple. Language, you just the questions or the topics you are given is a very high order. We all don't know such high order English, many times. So, take a little easy English to convince the speaker. And for the speakers, really, it is my heartfelt congratulations to them. Everyone has presented themselves in a very excellent manner. Though the topics were, I feel topics were little. Well done. Thank you to you and thank you to all the speakers. Evaluators, nothing I will say. As time is not there, so everyone has done their part extremely well. Whether it is Jyoti or Vishal or Kunal, nothing to say about Kunal sir. He is already high level, high order speaker. Then again, TT evaluator, Toastmaster Sakshi, you tried your level best to give justice to each and every speaker. Well done. My heartfelt thanks to our VP for giving us well in advance all the agenda, and also Toastmaster Uday for posting such a wonderful poster on Toastmaster Pradeep's team. Well done. Thanks to all the guests. They have brightened the mood of the club. Their presence made the club atmosphere wonderful and very lightening, they enlightened us. Indeed, it was an excellent meeting. Just few things here and there, as I told you, Bhushan. And again to Chitralekha, please. It is not Chitra, she is Chitralekha. Please mention, because our names are very precious and pious to us. So I request, please don't write her as Chitra, she is Chitralekha. Because Chitralekha is a very ethnic name, as the name of that. So please, next time onward, wherever you come, please mention it Chitralekha. Otherwise, I think this is one of the successful beginnings of our life. So, with this good note, I hand over the stage to our
Thank you, Toastmaster Gitanji, for wonderful general evaluation session. I would like to request Room Master to initiate the poll for best ball player of the day. And please share that screen once again. This is the last part. This is the conclusion of my day. And now the identity and vision. See, everybody is here.
I think I should tell the timing for the initiate the poll so that we can qualify. No, already told. For the this group thing, the PT.
No, not for them. It's not.
Okay.
Time just keep to maintain the time.
So the last part, what is the identity that we must have in order to do all that behavior? The identity, as I told, Toastmaster Kiran's identity is a contributor, motivator, these types of identity. And last is vision. Vision, what you exactly want to see in this Toastmaster meeting? If you see behavior of the Toastmaster Kiran, Toastmaster Kunal, Toastmaster Vikram, Toastmaster, I would ask Toastmaster Kiran, what is the vision? What do you want to see in this Toastmaster meeting? What kind of vision that you want to see?
I would like to see the Toastmaster VTM club producing some excellent human beings and excellent public speakers.
Yes, yes. Very wonderful. Please have it. Vision for Toastmaster Kiran. This is vision is something that is beyond you. You are not included in that vision. You are just part of that big community, big picture, right? So vision is something that is beyond you. And if you work on the vision, I am on the vision to make all the Toastmasters confident enough. So if you are the person who is working on the vision, you are real asset for the society. These types of people are real asset for the society. Those are working on the vision. Toastmaster Gita, Toastmaster Kiri. These are assets for Toastmasters, right? So if you are on that vision, if your identity as a contributor, if you have believed that yes, I have listening skill, I have motivating skill, if you value learning, if you value growth, if you value contribution, all that things, then it is done that you will remain aligned with the Toastmaster journey. So Toastmaster alignment, in order to align yourself in the Toastmaster journey, you should have that vision. That I want to see the very Toastmaster, they came on the stage, they present their speech with confidence, they can improve with each passing day. And most of the people, they don't get awareness of that vision. They leave that environment. But the people who are having vision in their mind, they are remaining consistent in their journey. So this is what from my this is all from my side, and it's over to you, Toastmaster Jyoti.
We are little late in our meeting, so we'll start with the award announcement. May I request team only to come on stage. Best role player, TM Sakshi. Next speaker TM Hiranya. Next speaker TM Krunal.
Thank you.
Table topic speaker TM Kiran. Best supporting role player TM Kabir.
What's the Pizza Hut?
Thank you all for your time and attention to our meeting. With this, I would like to close the meeting and I request all of you to come here for a group photograph. And small announcement, after this group photograph, I request guests to leave the session because we have a regular meeting with our members. Please come for a group photograph.